Hello everyone, it's your favorite Night Owl here with a quick tabletop talk on supplying your militia. Fantastic! Before we get started, like, share, and subscribe. Check out a link below to my Subscribe Star account to help a small creator out. Alrighty then, this video will be broken into two parts, and I have everything nicely laid out for each part to make it a little bit easier and just walk on down each particular section, as we have right here, and moving on over here, represents a particular type of consumable good for supply, of which gear for supply will be in the next part. Fantastic. We do have some exciting news. There shall be a challenge video coming up on a homemade MRE on a budget. Fantastic. Let's get on with it, shall we? We have here representing consumable water. Well, for consumption alone, a canteen and a small bottle of water. When you least expect it, one may find that sourcing water for just consumption alone, let alone food preparation or cleanliness, can be actually quite difficult. It's something people greatly underappreciate whenever they're even just camping, let alone forming their own militia. Moving on, we have here goods ready to eat right out of the package. We have here some dried fruit and nuts. By the way, forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, we are not sponsored by any of the name brand products you will see in this video. This video is unsponsored and unmonetized, as I will never monetize this channel. But if you do feel like helping a small creator out, there are avenues. Alright, back on topic. We have here just a simple chew bar, which is just a granola bar, which can be supplemented with a nice protein bar, fruit bar, or whatever, to help it balance your... Oh, look, we have a nice feline assistant walking up. Hi there, Snowball. We have here canned goods. There's also soft canned goods, also known as, more commonly as, retort pouches. Whenever you buy an MRE, generally that's what it is, especially U.S. MRE, even the civilian ones. Hi there. Although the cans do work, but cans have more weight to them, obviously. You have here little candies, and of course the aforementioned mixed dried nut and fruit bag. Alrighty then. These are very nice, and these can be eaten without any real fruit prep. Sometimes hot food is a luxury unto itself that you cannot afford. Oh dear. You want to be in the video. Maybe he's starting his own kitty militia. We don't know. Moving on. Here's goods that are either partly dehydrated, like that can of condensed soup, or fully dehydrated and require some food preparation. We have here the lemon drinks, which are very, very nice. Oh dear, Snowball. And of course we have the ramen here, which can come in various brands, also at various qualities. All of the aforementioned consumable goods have varying degrees of nutritional quality. You should always consider that whenever you're purchasing anything. The drink packets can aid in both morale and adding additional nutrition, vitamins, and minerals to your diet. Alrighty then, moving on. Cool beans, cool beans. We have here food preparation. Well, isn't everyone trying to be helpful today? We have here these little can openers, just in case you got a can that does not have an easy pot lid. Oh, you are just so adorable. Both of you are. These are reproductions of old milk syrup. I do have some originals, but these are the reproduction. And these are little milk syrup simple can openers. They don't take up almost no space, and they're fairly nice and handy. I prefer the larger ones, but I have slightly meatier hands. We have here heating, which for me takes the form of this pocket stove. This pocket stove is particularly an Espit brand. I figured it was appropriate. And on top of that, this is particularly the large model. They have a standard model as well. I do use Espit stoves quite a bit when I'm out. I do enjoy them, and they're actually very handy, and they store pretty well. Few tablets ain't that bad in pricing as well, so it is an option. But they are gas-operated and other solid fuel burner style stoves that can be collapsed to relatively small levels that can be found quite a bit anywhere, online, or at a sporting goods store. My pardon. Of course, there's that tiny little bottle of water the cat is partially obscuring. Let's move this on out here. Snowball, can I have this? Thank you. Alrighty then. Oh, that's just so adorable. And now there's 3. We have here the bottle of water for food preparation and cleanliness, because it is always good to take the time to clean your cooking supplies whenever possible when it comes to anything you're using to prepare food in. It's also represented by that additional canteen there, who's also in its little tin, which is useful. Hello there, Missy. And no little old feline assistant over there. We also have this little Honest Outfitters camping mess kit, which I don't use that specific one. I have another one because I tend to buy in pairs. And it has come in handy, the other one. And on top of that, that can cover, that little tin that the canteen is sitting in, cover most of your needs. Fantastic! Especially when it comes to soups and such. Now, different mess kits can provide different abilities for when preparing food on the complexity of which you can prepare. Also in different quantities, especially if you're feeding from more than one person. Although there will be a video coming out later to go in further detail in this regard. Alrighty then. That wraps it up for here. We have food preparation, quick roundup. We have water for consumption, things ready to eat right out of the pack, and of course, things that require some preparation with water, and the goods used. Don't forget to use your utensils. And if you don't have these small little can openers, you can just take a larger traditional can opener. Now, depending on your heating source, there are multiple on the market that are available, including some you can make yourself while you're out. Fantastic! Moving on to the next part. See you in a bit. Hello everyone, we're back! We have here a selection of miscellaneous good in the gear category. Each section will represent a different category of gear. Miscellaneous is where we shall be starting. We have here a comb and Q-tips for grooming goods. Then we also have stuff for uniform repair through this miniature sewing kits. Whenever opportunity presents itself, there is no particular excuse not to look your best. We also have fire starters. Having a few spares of those are always handy, especially in the form of matches. There's also other options on the market like various lighters and, of course, as previously, other options which can be found anywhere from your local sporting goods store to a large name brand. Alright, moving on here, also online. Alright, we have here a little accessory pack. These represent general accessories that can go on to one's uniform, if a uniform is even required, or generally gear sets. We have in here a spare compass, spare notepad, spare knife, and spare pens. Notebooks are very important. The reason being is a notebook can be used for taking notes. Notes can also be very, very important. Take notes of places, names, and general stock of whatever you desire to keep track of. Moving on, trying to move through this, we have here hair goods, general accessories representing clothing, such as what would be worn as a uniform. Yes, this is a pair of welder's gloves. However, due to the fact when I first got these and broke these in, found them fairly comfortable, so I use them for a variety of tasks. I generally recommend gloves as any part of any potential uniform set to help protect one's hands. We have here a mask, which I also do represent and feel is applicable to the task at hand, such as forming a uniform, and generally do recommend them. Moving on here, we have just a generic camping pack. We also have a fanny pack. Once again, before we continue, we are not sponsored by any of the name brands you see in this video. Alright, packs are very important. There are specialty design packs, of which this is not one, that would be far better for the use in a militia. Also, a fanny pack might not be the most useful, but it can be in quite a few circumstances. Some food for thought. Alright, moving on here to the final section, as we need to move on fairly quickly. So the video is not excessively long. We have here accessories for one's primary means of defense, ammo, And, of course, we have here a pair of stripper clips for representing things that are fed by said stripper clips instead of a detachable box magazine. Not to mention ammo. Ammo expenditure will always be one of the largest expenses of any defensive institution. Also, accessories as well. Stripper clips will wear out far faster than most magazines, but these will eventually wear out and become damaged. Alrighty then. I guess that quickly runs through it. Let's do a recap. We have here accessories and ammo in this particular section. These will obviously be one of your greatest expenses over time, as there is ways to cut down the cost through reloading oneself. Although for the particular topic at hand, it might be better to simply pick a particular load and brand and go with it. Alrighty then, moving on, we have general things such as packs for storage of goods while you're on the go, for carrying your various items for uniform options, of which is very important. I do recommend creating a uniform for wherever one does eventually decide to field one's little militia. Or large. It doesn't necessarily mean to be little. We have here accessories to clip on to said gear and miscellaneous goods. I guess that'd be all for now. Before we leave, though, like, share, and subscribe. Check the link below to my Subscribe Star account. Help a small creator out. Alrighty then. I guess I'll see everyone around.